What's going on, guys? It's ASAP Flash here. Here with another video. So I just seen the seventh or eighth episode of Iron Fist. Honestly, I kind of forget the what episode number I am in, but it's somewhere around there. I think it's episode 8. Anyway, so basically this it's kind of interesting where it starts out because Danny seems kind of paranoid that the hand is actually after them, after the encounter in the previous episode. And it just basically he's warning everybody of what's about to happen or whatever. It turns out he's just being paranoid as usual, but it doesn't hurt to take extra precaution if you're feeling some type of way. So also in this episode, Ward is just going off the deep end, severely so. I mean, seeing blood and seeing all kinds of weird shit, or whatever. I mean, there are certain scenes, it's like especially at the beginning of the episode, where you think you see blood, but who knows if it's actually his imagination or whatever. So when he's having like a meeting, kind of like the final meeting before they're actually kicked out. Actually, they are kicked out of Rand and company, but this is it's the final whatever. You see blood trails everywhere, all over him. And especially near the end of the episode, you just kind of like getting either an admission of guilt or he just really tripping balls, just kind of like losing it. And it's funny because it's like later in this episode, like his sister, like actually, says her admiration for him. Just he sees him as a high level, just kind of like I look up to you. And in fact, she actually mentioned that she hired a private detective. And at first, I was like, oh, okay. And then I was like, wait, who's the private detective? Oh shit, that could be Jessica Jones. She's referencing Jessica Jones. That's pretty cool. And not by like, oh, like in the other episode they said like the man with unbreakable skin and the devil of Hell's Kitchen. Is like, okay, well, what are they gonna say for Jessica Jones? It's like, well, this is it. She's actually a private investigator. And earlier in the season is in the season it had Jerry Hogarth, so it kind of like ties it all together, which is pretty interesting. Um, so in this episode, the three amigos, with Danny, Colleen, and Night Nurse. I kind of forgot her name right now, but they all traveled to Japan, to China actually, to kind of like blow up Madame Gao's place, and kind of see actually what the hell is going on. Because it's kind of interesting though, because we get to see Danny is like because in the previous episode he's more kind of like has like a plan. He knows what he's doing. He's calm, cool, and collected. But in this episode, he just really lost his shit in kind of both ways. And except he didn't actually shit himself. But the thing is, it's like he doesn't actually have a plan when he captures Madame Gal. He says, "Oh, I'll figure it out when we get there." That sounds a lot like me. When I have a plan and I don't really actually have a lot of the plan, I'm just like, oh, I'll just wing it. I don't really know a better part of the plan. I'll just figure something out. That sounds just like when it's like so anyway, like at the end of the episode, he finally captured, and it's like his fist is glowing. It's like, oh yeah, the moment we've been waiting for. He's gonna punch the shit out of her. It's like, boom, there's this huge explosion, and it turns out he punched the door that was behind her, didn't actually punch her. And the thing is, like, he figured out, because it's like they're doing the final battle between the three people and her two security guards. And it's like, she actually poisoned the weapon. So that's how you know everything had happened. So I mean, it feels a little bit anticlimactic, but a little bit before that, he was actually punching the shit out of this drunken master. And it kind of reminded me of that one Jackie Chan movie, literally titled Drunken Master, like where it's like a drunken type of style of fighting. And it's kind of ironic because the guy is fighting drunk. And in fact, there's this one part of the fight between him and Danny where like he actually pushes him with his ass. He jumps in the air, and then it's like he pushes him with his ass. It's just a weird style of fighting, but it's interesting. And well, there's this one, like I said, like I mentioned earlier, like where Ward is seeing blood all over the place. There's this one scene where he's going up the elevator, and it feels like kind of a homage a bit to The Shining, where like that one scene is like the elevator opens and it's like there's like just a stream of blood just comes out of the elevator door. It kind of reminds me of that, yeah, homage to that. So yeah, that's pretty much more or less, the snippets, the generalization on what happened in this episode. I mean, there was a lot of stuff. I mean, this episode was an hour long, but I'm just giving you more or less the highlights of what happened. Like Ward losing it still, and you know, uh, uh, um, the girl, I forgot her name right now, but she expresses admiration of Ward and all this shit, and then he get kind of like all weird, like, oh, you express admiration of me, yeah, that. I mean, he makes it seem like it's a bad thing, but then again, he is tripped out, so you know. Anyway, so that's pretty much it. If you've seen the entire show of Iron Fist, and want to let me know how it is, don't spoil it. Let me know down in the comments. And if you've seen any of the Marvel Netflix shows, again, let me down in the comments below. And anything like that. What movie are you looking forward to? To seeing. I am definitely looking forward to see Wonder Woman, which is in June. It's either June or next month on the second. I forgot the month. I think June is the first, or July. I'm not really sure. Anyway, oh, and another thing I want to mention is I actually ordered another album from Vinyl Please. Of course I did. Of course I did. So yeah, it should be a good one. And also bought an album like recently from Barnes Noble. I just don't really feel like showing it. Well, maybe in the next video, whatever. Anyway, so yeah, I'm out like the flash, and see you with another video.